Hey guys, beautiful Sunday here. Um, Today I have a special something. Yeah, this is for a mod I've been trying to do, or I've always wanted to do ever since I stepped into this chopper boba thing. Yeah, as you can see, my airbox is gone, and I replaced it with these beautiful velocity stacks. I've been lying around in my garage for some time. Yeah, so they've been waiting on some jets, so that's why I hadn't installed them. So good enough, I got a pack of jets, different sizes I can tinker with and try out uh, till I get the right setting. So for now, yeah, so I've already put in a new set of jets and I've ridden it. So the new set of jets that I put in, because let me show you here, the stock jets that came in my carburetor were 35 for the front cylinder, 108 for the main jet. The rear cylinder had 40 and 108. So I replaced the setting that I have there is 38 and 111. I stepped up to a level higher. Then for this, I ran 42. Rear cylinder has a bigger pilot jet because sometimes they want that bigger pilot jet to compensate for it being for the cylinder being behind, and maybe the more fuel to cool it. I think that's ingenious. But yeah, and then I also ran 111 here, so I maintained that big pilot jet for the rear. So yeah, I rode it with this stock setup. Of course, it wasn't that good. So when I changed, I stepped up to the next stage. Like I told you, 110, actually 110 for the mains, and 42 and 38 for the pilot. So when I rode it also yesterday, and mostly the jet stages, because when you pull your throttle, the first stage or idling stage and the first stage is pilot jets are the ones taking over, or are the ones allowing the fuel to go through. So, and it was okay, mostly. And the second stage, third stage, the main jet takes over. Or actually also takes over. Has fuel passing in through with the pilot. So, and it was not that bad. But then where the most problem was, sometimes I could get skips or lags, or but the most lagging and skipping and was mostly in the fourth stage, where the diaphragm pin takes over. Let me show you the diaphragm pin. So it's this one. I'll show you a much better one. Much better one here. So yeah, this diaphragm pin, it goes into that piston diaphragm. So this I added on some shims instead of, yeah. So it has to have some small washers on top here. Then so when you put it in, the hole it has to close and open. So you make the hole, you give it more space basically to have more fuel flowing in when it's higher up because of the the shims or the washers. So, and I provide some shims that I cut from an old bolt, an old screw from the ball of the carburetor. So I couldn't find any shims. So this is what I improvise. So this is going to be two shims now because there's already shim in there. But yeah, let me tear up the carburetor. These are my jets. Just set up now that I'm going to try out. This for the front. I'm going to run a 40 now because there's 38. 40 for the pilot and 115. So I'm stepping up to another level. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, this is 115. This the pilot jet is bigger for the rear. So I'll run a 45. You can see I'm clearing up, but the 45 is 115. So let me just move the carburetor and then have the setup going. Probably go for a test ride and see. Yeah. Alright, cab is out now. This was first time. It was, of course, harder to wiggle this cab out with these velocity stacks. Now I think I've gotten the movement. So let's go in and see. Change the jets. yeah, this is the front cylinder. So yeah, this is the front cylinder. Change jets to 40 and 115. Yeah. So you tighten these bolts very well so that the fuel doesn't leak out. So I'll do the same for rear cylinder. It's float the diaphragm. Replace this diaphragm sometime back, so that's why it still looks very good. Let's see. So these are 8mm. So you got in spring, that guy. Let's see. And this pin. So this is where we're going to add our shim or small washer. There's already one small one. Really put it in. Okay, this was a little bit of a pain to install. I've had it in. Now 2 shims or washers inside there, holding the pin up. So as long as the pin can go up and down a little bit like this, you know the spring has been attached properly. So put it back in to the installation. Alright, just finish. So putting back the carburetor on the bike. Yeah. So what's next now is a test ride. And we'll see how it performs. So let me light it up and see. The other time it started very well when I installed the first jets, the first set of jets. So now let's see how it's going to start. So it has failed to start right away because mostly because of my battery. It's not the best. It's in its evenings. So I'll have to bump start it. I'll say there's a slope. I'll go there, bump start it, and then and go for the ride. Yeah. Alright, just came back from test run, and boy oh boy, this thing performed very well, exceptionally. So yeah, the shims, I think the two shims are the ones that did the magic. So full throttle is just moving the way it's supposed to move. Yeah, without any lags, without any air kind of misses. So that is what was missing. Otherwise, on these earlier stages as well of the throttle pilot and yeah, man, they are also good. Actually, the deceleration pops have also gotten out. Yeah, now you can barely. It's just a little few remaining. If I want to remove those, I could go up pilot jets to another stage maybe. But this can do. Only that I will miss those deceleration pops. You know, they added I think to the right. I mean, whenever you're decelerating and just in gear and pops, it was fun. But I'll miss those, and I'll go for sacrifice that for a very well running bike. Let me light it up for you guys, and you hear it.